Hi, thanks for stopping by. I'm Jen B, and let's chat. Today's going to be a little bit different project of neurographic art, and I just learned this one, and I'm really excited about it because it takes into two different things I love to do, my art projects and just releasing and going with a flow with a prompt. And the prompt today I'll share with you in a second will hopefully lead you down your path of being more open, of creating affirmations, of grounding you, of just helping to process any anxiety or thoughts that could be happening for you. This past week for me was a busy week. A lot was going on, a lot of work, a lot of help, creation, a whole bunch of different things. And so today's, I'm looking forward to using the prompt of what's my vision for the next step? What's my goal? So I'm using it for a vision casting, for a goal, for a place of where I want to head to with the journey. And another thing I'm going to ask myself is just an anchoring of the feeling I have of connecting and helping others that are just realizing, oh my gosh, I'm so stuck. I'm not sure which way to go, and I need help with that. So that's been my past week of helping others do that. It's been exciting, and I'm looking forward to that. So as we're doing this process, like, comment, subscribe, join me, share your affirmations or your findings in the comments below. I love one commenter said, this neurographic art is the flow that gives our words something more. It gives it that more of the in depth that our words couldn't do by themselves. So thanks for joining. Here's some different prompts. I'm going to read them for you so that you can kind of have an idea of maybe which one sticks with you today and can guide you on your neurographic art journey. Okay, so let's do a couple with grounding. Here's a couple ideas for grounding. My breath is an anchor, and I return to it with ease. So my breath is an anchor, and I return to it with ease. I create space to feel without judgment. I create space to feel without judgment. Another one would be, I soften into the moment, one curve at a time. I soften into the moment, one curve at a time. Loving those. Those grounding ones are some of my favorites. Some others that I needed this past week for self-compassion looked like and sounded like, I let go of performing and I honor my truth. I let go of performing and I honor my truth. Another one would be, my needs are valid even when I feel unseen. My needs are valid even when I feel unseen. And I'll give you two more just to kind of help you with inner power, inner strength for yourselves. I am not too much. I am whole. I am not too much. I am whole. And I am allowed to change and evolve. I'm allowed to change and evolve. And the last but not least prompt you might choose to go with today is, I take up space with courage and softness. I take up space with courage and softness. Okay, so if you need to go back and look at the different affirmations, pick one for yourself. Sometimes I'll write it on a post-it note and stick it to the side as I'm processing because I don't want it in my own art project. I'm actually going to use my watercolor sketchbook today, a Sharpie marker, because I'll be doing some watercolor, some of my favorite medium that I'm learning and growing with. I love watercolor. And in my book, I picked a page that's next to my hummingbird page, and I'm going to draw it and then use watercolors that complement the hummingbirds. So thanks for joining. Let's get this process started. So thanks. So I've got my Sharpies. I've got thick Sharpies, thin Sharpies. It just depends on what you're looking for. I'm going to take one of my thicker Sharpies and I'm going to start from one side and go to the other side. And I'm just going to make these lines that come out. I'm almost going to make the look to be kind of like a spider web. In my mind, it looked like almost a spider web. And I don't start my affirmations really until I start to do the filling in. So the next part you're going to do is you're just going to do curvy lines and connecting through all the different other lines. So I'm going to start down below and I just do curvy lines. Like they can See how it looks like a spider web? And this is what I'm choosing to do. If you choose to do round ones that go this way, that's great. It can be really whatever your process needs. I'm going to do a little here, just making sure I have a lot of intersections. And I'm feeling like I'm missing some here. So I'm just going to take it from here and go to the side here. So you see lots of different intersections. And the most important thing right now, and I'm going to move this closer so that we can really get in there, is how we fill it in. So let's see if I can help you with that. So you're looking at this cross here. So I'm just going to highlight this so you see the angle that I'm going to work on. What I do is I soften the angle is the way that neurographic art really helps is you soften the angle and you turn it in from instead of a V, you turn it into more of a U. So you're filling in the U and the U. And as I get going, I'm asking myself or saying my affirmation of what I'm looking to release or create. And so we're going to do this together. And I'll meet you back at the end when we're done and we've had it all filled in. So take your time and I'll see you back at the end. Some of the tighter ones feel too tight for my big one, my big Sharpie. So I'm going to bring in my smaller, more fine-tipped felt one to just kind of get my smaller ones so I can still have the look I'm looking for myself. You don't have to switch if it doesn't work for you. Some of the tighter ones feel too tight for my big one. For me only, preference. I'm going back through and just kind of smoothing out some of my lines. You don't have to do that unless it's what you want to do. And I've also chosen not to color in my peaks at the different places in my wave pattern going across. Now you can, it's up to you again. And there's some places I thought, well, this could have crossed and made different things. It's up to you what you want to fill in, what you don't want to fill in, where you want to make things happen. This is your piece of art therapy. This is your piece of art. So I'm going to take it and leave this for a second. I'm going to go and get my watercolors ready and I'm going to do some watercolor painting and I'll show you the finished product at the end. I encourage you to stretch yourself and enjoy the process. And if you're liking this, I love the way it feels more a spider web, but then when you start to color in all the different diamonds and connectors, how it releases other ideas in my head about how I want to put this together into a final piece. So share in the comments what you like, what you've done, what you're processing, what affirmation you chose, or what you were thinking about or not thinking about, what you were releasing as you were focusing on your art project. Thanks again for stopping by and joining. Next time, we'll take you into a more dramatic neurographic art project with some really different type of affirmations and grounding exercise. So like, subscribe, come on back, share with your tribe. Let me know how it helps you, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks so much.